Hi and good afternoon, nice to have your company today. My name's Esther and this is Stampin Star Creations. I rarely seem to make it for 1 o'clock on the dot, I'm really sorry. It's always like 1 minute past 1. I will try and be more organised. I suddenly look at my watch and go, oh, it's nearly time to go live. I'm like, it's fine, I've got half an hour. I was like, right, I'm going to grab myself some lunch and just chill out for a bit. Anyway. There we go. Nice to see you and welcome to those catching this up on the replay. Thank you to my faithful followers, easy for me to say, who do catch this on replay. I really appreciate it, and it also goes out onto YouTube as well, so thank you. Today I've got a scrappy card for you, and it's not a unique idea to me, but I'm going to kind of, show you what you can do with your stamps and your scraps, basically, to knock out a simple card. So do come on in, do share out the broadcast and welcome your friends in as well who might enjoy this. So I hope you're well today, and let's turn you around. And I'm going to show you a few other scrappy cards I've been making as well. Actually, I'll do that first, and then we'll talk about more about what we're going to do. I'm going to try and find some card. Have I got some card ready? Yes. Not much, but it will do. Hi Joanna and Mindy, nice to see you. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, good. Right, so last week's live I used the New Horizons paper, and I had some scraps left over from those cards that I've seen. So if you want to see that, you can either watch it on Facebook or it's now on my YouTube channel, the cards that I made last week. So this were the bits of scraps left over, and I've made these patchwork cards, which I like doing. I love doing these. And so what I did is I inked around the edges with some soft suede ink, and then I ran the piece of cardstock through my textured embossing folder, and it gives this lovely overall canvas look to it, and I really like it. I think they're really classy and quite sort of artistic and modern-y, and yeah, I like the way that these have come out. So this is a great way to use up your scraps, especially if they're from the same DSP family. I can see more people coming in. Hi there, Lizzie and Mindy. Yes, Seth and Matt used all my card too, she says. Yes, if you want to check out my son's video, you will have to go over to YouTube for that. There's a link in the post below. Hi Margaret, always good to see you. And then these are a bit of sneak peeks really, because the other day I used up some rainbow paper and did some cards with those, again using up scraps. And then I was inspired by this tiny piece here, and I had a small piece of, I think, did I have blushing powder on the table? And so I cut that down, and I just kept on seeing what scraps I've got and just made a really simple card with it. And yeah, I like it. So it could be for any occasion. I'm trying to make cards without some cards without sentiments on, so that they can be used for other occasions. One more to show you, and this is going to be a very quick sneak peek because there is a video coming out about that one soon. So I created a card using the mischievous mice and the what's it called, flowering rain boots stamp set, and that's the offcuts from that. So I'm trying not to collect scraps, basically. That's my that's my what's the word, that's what I'm trying to do, my resolution, I guess. Good afternoon, Deborah. Fancy seeing you here. And hi, lovely Matt. Nice to see you. So I've got Art in Bloom out because we're going to need that in a minute. And the scraps we need today are these little pieces here. Now, I think I'm going to leave them plain as they are. And then I'm going to get... actually, I don't need my paper to be so big. I'm going to cut this down a little bit more because I quite liked having a surround. So I'm going to cut it down to 3 3/4, which is about 9.5 centimetres by 5.5 inches, which is, call it 13.9, or just literally before the 14 centimetre mark, depending how you cut your paper really. So that's that. And then these are going to be candles. So, like I said, not my original idea, but I don't think I've ever made one like this before. So just have a look at your DSP. Some of it might need trimming down a bit more. I don't know what the ideal size is. It's about using your scraps and just using what you've got. Now you can go plain, or you could mix them up a bit. I quite like the idea of throwing in a bit of colour. Now these ones are a bit bigger, so let's just mix them up. And I think, you know, about 5 candles seem to be the ideal number for what you need. So I'll put these aside a minute. Oh, the jacket's coming off. I must be warming up. Welcome, Ellie. Hi, Valerie. Yeah, this is really straightforward. I'm going to stick these down now. So if you wanted to, you could maybe surround them in some black ink. Maybe we can try that in a minute. But literally just cut down those scraps. Try not to hoard them, because do you know what happens? They're a bit like rabbits, and your scraps tend to breed more scraps. I know, I don't know quite how it happens, but they sit in the drawer. Oh, who started with the 4 candles jokes? Joanna Barnes. If you're wondering what Joanna's on about, and you might not be up together with British comedy, there's a comedy duo that called themselves the Two Ronnies, and they did this amazing sketch. Just type it in YouTube or something like that, you'll find it. Type in 4 candles. 4 candles, you want 4 candles? 4 candles, you know, 4 candles. Don't get me started, Joanna. Don't get me started. Right, now we need a flame. So if you don't have this set, it's actually going to retire soon, so you might want to get your hands on it. It has a matching embossing folder and dies. But I was also looking to see what else we might have. This is on the wrong side. Artistically inked, you might be able to use those. They'd be bigger flames, but they would work. Oops, putting it in the wrong stamp set. So you could use artistically inked. Anything with a leaf type of shape. Hello Beautiful, this is carrying over. Lots of flames in that one. You could use hand penned petals. It's got this single leaf in here. So just have a look at your stamp sets. Let me encourage you to look at your stamp sets and think what you can use for a flame. So I'm going to use this one on here because, like I said, it's going to go soon, so I'm going to use it. It's going to go. That block's a bit big. Good old purple Ronnies. That's alright, Joanna, you're allowed. We'll let you off. Hi, Miss Heidi. She says, why thank you, you're beautiful too. You talk about the beautiful you set. What's it called? Beautiful something or other. Okay, I think we'll go, what did I use? Saffron, I think. Because I wanted something, you know, fairly light. And I'm using the smaller of the two. And because these are photopolymer, I can see through them. I could look. These things turn up everywhere. They're backings from the dimensionals. And then we're just going to pop some flames. Relight my fire. Oh, this one's going to be too tall, so I'm going to bring it down a bit. Just be careful of that. A lot of my candles are a bit too tall, so we're just going to... I've come a bit close to the top. I feel like you're a bit miles away. Let's bring you in a bit. There we go. So we've got candles. They look alright, but they need just something. So I'm going to grab out my Sharpie. You can use a Stampin' White marker, I suppose. I don't know how good mine is. Let's have a look. Oh, that works. We're not going to grab out a Sharpie. We're going to use our Stampin' Up products. Just going to add a little wick inside. So this is the Stampin' White marker. It's got a brush end. I've got to be careful, that end's inky. And then it's got a pen writing end. Be careful when playing with candles. Yeah, these are safe. And then just to add a little kind of, make them look as if they're sparkly candles. make them really look as if they're a light. I'm just going to try and be fairly random about my little dots. Okay, and then we are going to, now I was going to use maybe stitchery for this. I was going to use this one. We could put stitching on the candles. That might look a bit odd. So, okay, I'm going to leave that off for a minute and just go back to freehand. Because sometimes when you're a new crafter, you don't have absolutely everything in your stash. Yeah, my pen's running out. Sorry, I'm going to go back to the Sharpie. Because I need to draw a line. Now we're doing it freehand because we want the freehand look, okay? And if you're worried you're not going to get a straight line, take your time and just keep drawing for as long as you can go to the end of the page. It doesn't matter if it's wiggly. In fact, if it's wiggly, it kind of adds a bit of something. Because I got the little sparkle there, I've just skipped over it. And then I'm going to come along here. And because the candle's in the way, I'm going to skip over that. The flame, rather. And we're going to do this. Okay. Now, there's several different ways you can complete the corners, but today I'm going to do dash, 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 because I've not left myself enough room for much else. So, in fact, I could doodle around the candles. I think for this particular paper, it might need something. I'm just going to do that. Morse code now. Yeah, dot, dot, dash, dash. We've got the dots and now the dashes. I tried to learn Morse code the other day, it was a few weeks ago. I don't know why. Maybe I think I saw something on telly. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool just to know Morse code? And you can download apps to help teach yourself Morse code. I didn't get very far. I'm not very good at remembering things. Oh dear. There we go. Did somebody give me a grumpy face? Or is it in the chat? As long as you know SOS. What is it? Dot dash dot, isn't it, I think? I just thought, like, I could have used these for my candles as well. We could have created candles with these. We still can. Oh, I'm going off. I'm going rogue. I'm going off piste. Let's have a look then, see what we got here. So if I stamp up till that one there and grab out Bumblebee, let me just put a little marker there so I know. So we are stamping that much. We're going to add to our candles. Not rogue, inspired. I like that, Deborah. Yes, you can come here more often. Oh, it's dot, dot, dot. Oh, dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, dot, dot. Right, that's tone on tone, so you can just about make it out. And why not do, this is going to be called the Morse code card now, isn't it? I'm sure I've lost a block somewhere. Oh, it's hiding. It's not lost, just hiding. Okay, what do I need here? So we're going up to that. 1, 2, 3, 4 we don't need. We'll do tone on tone with Flirty Flamingo. Really love the look of that card, Esther. Now where is my scrap crate? Taking 3 off, aren't we? 3 or 4. Let's take 4 off to be safe. Such a good idea, says Joanna. Oh, thank you. Like I said, not original, but you know, you make it your own, don't you? With whatever scraps you have. Okay, you can't really see the dots on that, but it's about the impression. Okay, just take my word for it. Okay, let's do something with this. Let's actually turn it into a card. So I'm going to warm up my heat tool because I'm going to get out some embossing in a moment. Make sure it's not burning anything. It's very loud because it's on my table. I'm just going to see if I've got a strip of black. Now these are scraps that I don't mind hanging on to. It's not going to be long enough. That will. It's strips of my cardstock. It's amazing, you know, I'll keep a piece that tiny because you'll be amazed. But it can come in handy sometimes. And the other thing I wanted to do is mount it on a bit of black as well. Hi Ellie and Levine, thank you for joining us. So I'm going to just cut down a layer of 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, which is about roughly 10.85 by 14.3-ish centimetres. Did I cut that right? Yeah. Now that I will chuck, okay? Just saying. I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. That just gives it a nice little black border, and then that'll be mounted on another piece of white. Now, to save my card a bit, I shouldn't have put my heat tool on so early, should I? I'm going to cut out the middle. That's what I usually do if I don't need all this. Saves on the card and saves on the bulk, okay? I'm just going to gut it. Then let's bring out our embossing. And I've got a dedicated card I keep in the case, so, because I keep them all in here. Look, I jazzed up my little embossing buddy tub. Rub it over, make sure it doesn't get all sticky. And I'm looking for artistically inked because I like the happy birthday in this one. Very useful. So do say hello in the chat if you're new to my channel. If you're new to my page, and let us know where you're coming in from, because it's always nice to see where people are in the world. So I'm going with happy birthday. So this is clear Versamark ink. You probably won't see it until I sprinkle on some magic white powder. Ellie's gutted. She's talking about the card, Heidi. I said I'm gutting the card. That's what people call it, don't they? Okay, I'm going to get my special... Oh, it's the Ellie tweezers today. I'm going to come out and play. Volume's down in case you don't want to hear the loud tool. This just melts the powder. Gives you a nice bright white embossing on the card. Okay, let's trim him down. I don't have as big a scissors as Ellie. No, I don't have Ellie big scissors. So I've had to make do with Ellie tweezers. Right, shall I show you another product that's going to retire? I'm basically showing you it because if you want it, you've got to get it very soon. And I'm placing an order before the month is through. Today is the 29th of March 2022. So if you're watching this, contact me now. If you're England, France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands, you can order from me in my shop. at stampinstarcreations.co.uk. Okay, so bringing this card together, grabbing a piece of white, and then we're going to use my nearly didn't come out then, multi-purpose liquid glue. Now, if you're scared about getting glue everywhere, they also, it's amazing. Honestly, I was showing my dad bits and pieces, and he's like, they've got something for everything, haven't they? I said, yeah. You know, you couldn't believe how many sort of different tools and things there are. But you kind of need it. It's useful. You don't need it, but it's, well, you kind of need it if you're doing it, because it's a problem solved, you know. Rather than me getting glue everywhere, it just goes on the silicone mat. When it dries like this, you can just peel it right off and it'll come away. She says that one's been stubborn. I think I would have been alright, but better to be safe, isn't it? Thank you, Kay. There's my shop there. Now, I made a card previously, so I will show you, and I wasn't sure whether to stick this up on dimensionals or whether just to keep it flat. But it's quite nice to have flat cards because of the postage. So, and I just thought it looked better. There's no need to have it popped out because I think there's plenty enough going on in the background. So you don't need it to necessarily be popped up. Just checking that card's going to open in the right way. Stick them down. Heidi's shouting, dimensionals, dimensionals. I think it's fine flat, don't you? Oh, do you know what? Just because Heidi's here and she's shouting at me. It's alright. Don't nobody threat. Heidi's a friend, not a foe. She's not some kind of troll that's coming shouting dimensionals. Oh dear. Right. Let's make sure we don't stick this upside down. And I think because we can, and this is a little bit more girly, I'm going to put a little bit of sprinkle. She said, oh, but it's nice to wear stilettos on your birthday. Right. Oh, yes. This is making my, you can't see it, can you? It's making my candles sparkle. That's very cool. See, save the Winker Stella for special occasions. You see the sparkle on the candles? How fun! Now I'm going to show you the other one that I did. And then we might be able to see if we can... Ta-da! So this paper here was using the... Oh, what's that shadow? It's my glue. This here was using some host... paper that you can get as a host gift. So it's, if you have a qualifying order of £150, it entitles you to be able to choose and use your Stampin' Rewards. So after you spend £150, you get a bit of credit to spend, and you can get some these papers, a massive pack of paper, and that's what that's from. So 2 fun cards with some scraps. I'm just going to have a look here, see what I've got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Okay, just seeing what I've got here. Okay, he's a bit different. Yep, okay. I was just wondering if it would work if it was this way around. I suppose it depends. We could do really slim-lined candles, couldn't we? Or you could do a different type of scrappy card. Let's have a little think. Is that the thing that Seth used? I'm not sure which. Oh, the Wink of Stella, bless him. I think when Seth did my video, he thought he was possibly using this, but instead he actually grabbed out one of the water brushes and he was brushing over it with an empty water brush. In a way, I was thankful it was empty because the water would have smudged it. Oh yes, what a clever idea. So that's it. Everyone is going to get these mass-produced happy birthday cards now. Exactly. And we'll call it Estimate Me. Why do you need 5 candles? 5 is a good number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wants a quarter candle alive. Ouch. That's from Ellie. Right, why do you need 5? Always odd numbers, never even. Well, sometimes even, but just it looks better if you have odd numbers. So for this, I'm going to knock out a quick card for you. And I'm just going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do. If you want to stick around to find out what it's going to turn out like. It'll be to my surprise too. So I'm going to lay down some glue. Probably don't need this much, but there we go. Less is more. On a slimline you could do 3 candles. You can have as many candles as you like. Especially if somebody's a certain age, you could match their age. But 5 I just found fitted nicely. And you want a nice focal point, so don't do more than, that's why you want an odd number. So your eye can be drawn to the middle. And it's just about the way that your eyesight works. And what looks aesthetically pleasing. So rather than cutting this down and making more scraps for myself, I'm going to stick these together. And see what becomes of it. I just had a thought that I could cut out a heart shape. Okay, that will cut off quite a lot of my pattern if I did that. So, let's see what else we've got. I could cut out. Will it fit? Will it fit? Oh, it's just a tiny bit tight. So let's try 2 and so these punches are no longer available, but you might have circles in your stash. So this is the 2 1/4 inch punch. Oh, you can lay them down in small strips like that and then slice them the other way and you'll have multicoloured candles. Oh, I like that idea. Yes, I see what you mean. So you could cut them along that way, but because of this particular patterned paper, it's directional. So I think that's excusable if you you know, you've used enough of that scraps to create a new scrap. So then we can use the larger punch. I do like using light of navy with this. Just a nice colour to make it pop. Instead of collecting the scraps for later. Yes, exactly. Use them up. Like I said, they only create more scraps. I took some scraps into school with me and the kids loved them. I've just gone and chopped this off a little bit too much. Just do that one again. That's better. Okay, nice. Let's have a little think about what we're going to do with this. So they don't have to be strips. You could cut triangle shapes or angular shapes. That's just caught there. Okay. Let's see if we can just stick to. Oh, is that going to stay or not? Just caught the edge. Put a teeny bit of glue. Let's fix it. Oh, well, it'll fix itself in a minute. Okay, what should we add? Let's just add like a little flower. The strawberry punch is going, folks. So let's, in view of that happening, let's use that. Oh, and bumblebees going. I'm just going to use up all the retiring stuff. Because if you want it, you're going to go and get it. Because when it's gone, it's gone. Heidi prefers, what do you prefer, the circles? Yeah, the punches are handy to have. You can get dies, but the punches are all handy. So 3 is your magic number. And then we don't want giant leaves, so we'll use, oh, let's use our new, shall we use this one? Yeah, that looks nice. There we go. This is staying, this punch. Now, incidentally, Ruth and I are we've got 2 videos each for projects with that bundle. So, it goes, if you would like to buy the video and you've already got the bundle and you want access to the 4 exclusive videos, it's £10. If you're near to me and want to come to my local class, it's £12. We're going to make 3 projects, plus you'll get access to the videos. If you'd like to buy the bundle, which is that punch that I just showed you, and this stamp set here that goes with it, Boughs and Blossoms, then I think it's £35 for the lot, not including postage, but you get access to the 4 videos as well. So please message me if you're interested, and we'll arrange payment and details for that class. And it doesn't matter where in the world you are, if you want the video, if you want access to the videos. Okay, so I'm going to use my Tombow glue just to press the middle of these flowers into my piercing mat. Just looking for my, where's he gone? There he is. I find that this one is a little bit more shapely, for want of a better word. There we go. It just kind of helps to create some depth, and also you can just sort of pinch the petals a bit, get it a bit more scrunched up. Kind of helps to change the shape of the flower a little bit. God, 2 for 1 today, folks. 2 for 1, eh? Getting 2 cards, 2 different type of scrappy cards. Are you holding the class as well, like on Zoom? No. We're just going to... we did think about maybe gathering and doing a Zoom, but we thought actually it's easier if we just give people access to the videos. We did think about that though, Heidi, because in a sense there's no point recreating it another time if we're videoing it, and it just makes it easier. If you spritz them a little with water, they scrunch real nice to make a flower. Yes, you can make the fibres stretch a bit more by scrunching them, like Heidi said. So I'm going to put a little blob of glue here and attach that leaf down in there, and the flowers. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but you've just squashed the flowers after you've shaped them, but it just kind of gives them, once you've shaped them, you can bring them back to life a little bit, revive them. Oh, wants to come with me. Stay. Now if you find the stem's too long, just you could pluck it off, or you can tear it off or snip it off. There we go. So add a bit of summit. There we go. Cute, cute, cute. I know, they don't want to leave me. They think I'm the mama flower. Shape those up a little bit. They've really got squashed now. I think I've kind of overdone it with the squashing. Let's see what we can use to fill those in. Possibly those. Oh, these might look cute. Decisions. Oh, what about some gold? Gold. Yes. If in doubt, touch of gold. Lovely. Ooh. Okay. So let's get ourselves some. What should we choose? See what it looks like on there. These are too big. Okay, so we're still lacking something. So I'm going to get my embossing folders. Oh, this is turning into a longer video than I thought. Possibly. Let's do honeycomb for a change. See, this is what happens when I start playing with scraps. I go off in a tangent. And I really enjoy it. I enjoy using up the scraps and kind of seeing what cards can be made from them, because you, like I've said this before and I'll say it again, but you always end up with something new that you would have never created had you not had those scraps. So you wouldn't have deliberately necessarily cut down papers to make little tiny pieces, but the fact that they're there, you end up making another card with it, if that makes sense. And this is going to be interesting. It looks like as if I've had some ink on this. We like tangents, says Ellie. Well, thank you for sticking around, because you are showing me that you do like going off on a tangent. I'm going to order the bee set, because I think, you know, I've got this lovely honeycomb. It would be nice to have some bees to go with. Turn it over, I might want this side. No, let's go back to this side. I feel like it might just need a little bit of fluffing around the edges. What colour is this? That will do. I'm wondering now whether to ombre it. Okay, sorry about the jogging and the squeaky table. I'm just going to use up whatever's on my brush first. Sorry, very undignified with the table. There we go. No airs and graces around here. You know what I mean? Just go for it. Right. This wants to curl up. Oh, but what a beautiful tangent, Esther. I don't think that's ever been said to me in my life before. I keep having to read the word tangent going, what does that say? Okay, a bit more blue. Right, hope this works, folks. Hope this works. Scrunch it. Good scrunch it. Says Deborah. Oh, that's a bit different, isn't it? Do you know what I think it needs now? Oh dear, what have I started? I feel like it needs some gold. Let's see what I've got here. Where's my... This is a trouble, my table is getting overwhelmed now. Let's move some stuff out of the way. It's okay, because I've managed to keep it tidy. I've been very good, and I've packed things away after projects. Quite proud of myself. And it's working. It's managed to keep tidy. That's better. Now, just gonna see, gonna audition. Oh, I don't have any left. What about another bit of navy? What do you reckon? Do you think another bit of navy? If so, I'll cut some. So let me know in the comments if I should add a bit of navy. I'm just going to clear up a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Did I bring out the navy? Yes, bring out the navy. Oh dear. Bring out the armed forces. Navy, yes, always extra navy. Yes, navy, they're saying in the comments. So, let's use this up. Look, I've scored... Oh, no, let's not. Let's just use this one. Okay, so, you've got to be careful. Because we've now embossed this, it will be rather bumpy. So, I don't mind losing a bit off the top. We're going 5.5. That's 5.5 for you and me. By 3 3/4. Oops. So I turned my paper around so it wouldn't snag. That's the idea. So we're going 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. Ellie, don't be gutted. I'm going to cut out the middle again. Cut out the middle, man. And you know what? I'm a bit lazy. I don't measure. I just cut until there's a rectangle that pops out. Some people are a little bit more precious than I am about that. But I just, you know, just go for it. Okay, so just a little border of navy around the edge. Now, because I've embossed that afterwards, it's caught a little bit. So what I'm going to do is encourage the catching and just roughen it up with my scissors a bit. Is this good for your scissors? Probably not, but you know what? I don't do it a lot, and scissors are there for using. Don't worry if you tear a little bit, it will tear because you're catching the paper. The navy will save the day. Sorry about that noise, I can't stand that. Okay, just waft that around a little bit. Okay, let's put this together. So because it's on an embossing folder, you might want to put a little bit more glue. Okay. And just going to do a big blob of glue and hope for the best. I'm going to stick this right on top because it will help everything underneath to stick, and also because I've got the bumpy bits on the flowers already. If I pop that on dimensionals, it will make the card rather bumpy. So we're going to go straight down with this one. Turn him over, give him a rub on the back. I know, a lot of people say my clock's got a loud ticking noise. I think I get used to it. Maybe I should move it, but I kind of like it where I can see it in front of me. But it often kind of shows up on my videos. I think a nice little tag or sentiment on there would complete it, but I'm not going to do that today. I will save it and see what we can do. So pop it on some Flirty Flamingo. And then ta-da! Will this be known as the bumpy card now? There we are! No more scraps. Hurrah, hurrah. There we go. 2 ideas for you using up your scraps. Don't hoard them. They don't do very much in a box. They just end up sitting there doing nothing. And they don't like that. They don't have their chance to shine. So I'm just trying to look for some small dimensionals. I'm going to use the black ones because I can't. Will that fit under there? Might need to cut those in half. Just going to pop a bit under the leaf. Oops. Let's try again. It's all about those finishing touches. So you don't want the leaves flapping about in the wind. Just going to add half a dimensional on the back. 1, they stick down, and 2, you've given them a bit of dimension. Okay. Maybe I should get a cuckoo clock. There we go. Today's card, candle, doodle candle card, and then our tangent bumpy card. So let me encourage you to go use those scraps up. Don't hoard them. Can't press the button. Come on. And if you do want to share with me makes that you've used your Stampin' Up products with, then please do share them on my Facebook group, SSC Inspired and Shared. And if you're interested, if you Bible journal and if you use Stampin' Up products in your Bible journaling, then I've started a new group called Bible Journaling with Stampin' Up products. So you can search for that. But please only join if you're, intent on getting involved and if you do Bible journaling with Stampin' Up products. If you don't, then it's not the group for you. I won't be offended. Take care, have a great day, and I'll be back at 9 o'clock over on YouTube tonight. Is there anything else to say? Yes, the sale for the mini cut and emboss machine is coming to a close, and so is there's also a sale on for products which are going to not carry on in the next catalogue. So check that out on my online shop at stampinstarcreations.co.uk. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for your company once again, and hopefully I'll catch some of you a bit later on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. God bless. Bye.